Okay, this is going to be more of a what's wrong with it than a review of the Witfour 4x4. If you're after a really decent speed cube, I really suggest going with shengshou rather than this. But the one reason I do suggest to get the Witfour is to get this version, the stickerless version. It's not that bad, but not something you use for a speed cube. Okay, we'll just go over the problems. I've tensioned this, played around with the tension so much, and I think I've got the inside layers near perfect, because you can turn the top two layers. They still come out of misalignment a little bit, but for the most part they come together pretty well, and just as an indication, there's my tensions. Okay, so the inside layers are fine, especially when you're doing the parity algorithm, but the problem with this cube is the outside layers. So if we do the second move a couple of times, you can see it getting caught a little bit, and then a lot of the time you'll get massive explosions. If we can get to do it, if you see there, I'm moving the top layer and the bottom layer is going with it. If you can see that, that's another problem with it. Another major problem with it, because if you're halfway through an algorithm and you accidentally do a D, you screw up your entire solve. And then the last problem, or one of the other big problems with it too, is the explosion. When you try and do a move fast, well, I think I've actually got it to the point where it doesn't really pop that much, but they really should stay away from these shell designs on the inside. Like the day in MF8 before had the shell design on the inside, and this has kind of got the shell thing on the corners as well. And the pieces kind of sit along this shell, kind of along this sort of bar in here, and it makes it so grindy and so sort of locky sort of thing as the Dade MF8 4x4. So bottom line, only reason to get this for the stickless version, if you want a good speed cube, go shengshou.